What is up, everybody? I'm Courtney.
I'm Sean.
We are live, baby.
We live with Mr. Sully.
Not yet.
Not yet. I got excited. John don't talk to me no more, so I got excited.
Yeah, he's too good for people like us.
Yeah, he's bougie.
Guys, tonight we've got a special guest, Daryl Paulette. What's going on? Bedford Paranormal, Spirit of Clover Hills, Historic Appomattox Jail. Got too many titles. We live, baby. What's up, Ma?
Mama, I love you. POP, holding it down.
Oh, my God. Anyway, guys, we've got a special guest. We've got a whole bunch to talk about, okay? Oh, welcome, John Sullivan with FPRI.
Long time no see.
Michael Brooks with FPRI. What's going on, guys? Well, I'm just going to add him to the stage and roll. What you think?
I don't know. Should we make him wait? How many people we got here so far?
A few?
I think we should let a few more people tune in. This is going to be a good one.
Yeah, tonight's going to be a good one. Because I have Rhonda Harris, also with FPRI. I love how all of John's team is supporting right now. I love it.
I love
it.
When
God, I'm about to die.
I will say, I got to meet most of Fredericksburg. What's up, Rhonda? And the unity in that
We've
team.
met all of Fredericksburg.
Have we met all of them?
Yeah.
We haven't met all the group. That's a cool squad, man. I consider them like family.
Oh,
holding it down. We live, baby.
Look at you making friends. Even Rhonda Harris is in here not running from
me. I don't know about Rhonda. Rhonda runs from me every time she sees me. I see her little legs. She's gone.
Rhonda is fast.
She's fast. I tried to catch her and fell.
At Cabin Con last year, I had something to say, and I was going to say something. She was standing by the table, and then I turned around for a brief moment because I got distracted, saw something shiny, turned back around. I don't know where she went.
She saw me. It took
Probably. But Debbie Cushman with Dinner with a Ghost.
What's up,
Sean's always somewhere lying.
No, that's Emily.
But without further ado, guys, we are going to welcome to On the Other Side Paranormal Podcast, John Sullivan with Fredericksburg Paranormal. Yay! What's going on, John?
What's up, Sully?
I ain't doing much.
I don't know why my volume is down. What is going on right now?
It's been a while.
I can hear you. Yeah.
I ain't been doing nothing. Going through
what you sipping on over there, John?
A little shine, a little peach juice.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with it.
Daryl said, "Hey, brother John."
Hey, Daryl.
But guys, we
hold on, John. Have you been to the jail yet? The Appomattox jail?
I have not. That's on the plans for this year, though.
I was about to say, man, we just did the jail last weekend.
I seen y'all there. How'd it go?
How did it go? I will say,
I got the other team banned on TikTok for 7 days.
Oh, no way.
Team banned on TikTok, but I will say I've been there.
No regrets.
This is like my fourth time, Daryl, third or fourth, and every time it's produced like a lot of stuff. But this time was the first time it gave me poltergeist activity.
What?
Yeah, there was shit getting thrown. Vocal EVPs, none of that whispering stuff. Vocal, male and female. Look, the crazy part about this time was it was doing stuff on command. I was in the female section, which I didn't even know there was a female section.
Sean got him a girlfriend who's locked up.
Yeah, man. I was in there doing my conjugal visit, and I asked it to hit the bar, and on command, the bar just started ringing. Like, doo. I mean, it was wild. Stuff, like I said, stuff was getting thrown in there. It was wild, man.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, we need to go. I've talked to Daryl about it, but he ain't set no date yet. So,
at a date,
$50 a person. It is we live, baby.
We live, baby.
$50 a person. It's a hell of a location.
Yeah, and shout out to Badlands for inviting us. It was their investigation. They're the ones that invited us, and I live with no regrets, but I did definitely get them banned for 7 days on their TikTok. I feel bad.
We were actually
Not
with
really.
Badlands. It was a wild time. Also, John, you need to get up to the Doll's house too, man.
Yes.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah, I need to. I've had plans to. So I gotta get the wheels moving, get some people motivated here.
So for Doss House, I would recommend like a total of maybe 6 people max.
Okay.
It's a smaller location, but from the jump, from the jump, you're gonna start having stuff go on. What's up, Michelle Wilfong, Haunted Apartment? Yep, no regrets. What's up, Robin?
What's up, Robin?
And yes, Daryl, it's always the Courtney method.
Yeah, John, you got to do the Courtney method when you go.
No, they don't like moobs. They don't like moobs.
I think I remember what that was.
Yeah, but John, you got to do it though.
Oh God.
They don't want moobs.
They
want boobs. But if you bring them a nudie magazine, they do produce.
I'm just going to bring a picture of them and shine them.
You know what? It'll work. It'll work. Try and tell you.
For sure. But I'm going to tell you, the jail's great, though. I will say
that. $50 a person. I mean, I don't know why I haven't been there yet, to be honest.
Yep. It's not bad.
Look, we had a blast. We were with Badlands Paranormal, and we all had a blast in there.
Look, Badlands, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, we had a blast.
How'd y'all get them banned?
I said boobies.
Oh God.
But the thing is like I was literally live for an hour and a half and said it probably over a dozen times on my live, and they never banned me, not one time. They were up there, and the REM that I had set up in the cell where my little boyfriend is, went off. So I was like, I'm gonna go up there and try to stir it up for him. I should have just minded my business and stayed downstairs.
There you go. Yeah, I need to get
So I will. Oh, Emily. Emily, stop lying.
You haven't even talked to Emily in a while, so you can't even say she lied to you.
I miss you, Emily. I'll be seeing you soon. But those of y'all who don't know who John is, I've known John.
Who is John? Never met him before.
Sullivan. He's the leader of FPRI. They're a great team. I've had the chance to investigate with them several times. And remember, guys, when we talk Para-Unity, I would say that John has done well with Para-Unity. He's reached out to us before, got us in investigating certain places. John has also done well with teaching people things in the paranormal world.
Ryan?
What's up, Shayla? Ryan Jones, ASPS.
Hey, Shayla.
And the freaking awesome Paranormal Show. If you are watching this show, don't forget at 9:00, even if we're still going, you're more free to hop on over. We support them. But y'all know, and Shayla as well with
Middletown.
I was about to yell it out. I yell it out, Middletown. But I will say that I've learned a lot from John Sullivan. For years, I put my recorders down. I started hearing about this DR60, and I was a doubter of the DR60, a doubter, until John hit us up and invited us to Bell Grove for the first time. That was the first time I met John. He just reached out and invited us up. He didn't know me from a can of paint, just started tuning in our podcast. And he said, hey, man, why don't y'all come to Bell Grove and let me show you a few things. And he pulled out the DR60 and started showing it to me and started showing me how it works. And then we went to Gettysburg and started showing me the DR60 again. And what he showed me was that most people who doubt the DR60 don't have one. And whether you like what I say or not, I was one of those doubters that didn't have one, but looked at YouTube at all the people who didn't have one to doubt it. So now everywhere I go, this stays in my pocket.
Sean has actually started a hashtag on TikTok, hashtag DR60Life.
Yeah. So
it's hilarious.
So what I will say in this field, those of you who think you cannot learn something, I've been investigating actively for 20 years. I would say now 18 of them were under the radar. So publicly, 2. And I learned something from John. He taught me how to use it, what to do, different tactics on how to do it. Even my public investigating, if you met me through public investigating, a lot of my style came from John Sullivan, believe it or not. A lot of what I do and how I do it. So John is very knowledgeable. He's very smart when it comes to this field. I've kicked ideas back and forth with him. I'm proud to call him a brother in the field as well. So those of y'all who don't know him, this man has a lot of accolades up under him, very smart. And he also just recently...
hold on. Unbeknownst to him, he doesn't know.
He doesn't know. We support you, John, more than you know.
He doesn't know.
You don't know that we actually support you, do you?
I know you guys do. I appreciate it.
I don't think you do, though.
Uh-oh.
I don't think you do. We preach para-unity, John. And I think the only way to live by para-unity is how, Courtney?
Oh, look at that.
Guys, John just released a book. It is available for purchase on Amazon. So unbeknownst to him, last minute, I said, John, will you join us on our podcast tonight? Because we got this book about a week ago?
Yeah.
So we could actually read it and, look at some of the things that are in it and then take time to invite him onto our podcast. Guys, Ghostwise, a safe guide to paranormal investigating by John Sullivan and Mama Candy. For those that don't know who Candy is, Candy owns, I guess, would you consider it like an apothecary shop?
Yes.
So over in the Fredericksburg area, right?
Correct. Yeah.
What's the name of her shop again? I'm blanking on it.
Peaceful Easy
Healing.
Yeah.
Peaceful Easy Healing. And so if you're in the Fredericksburg area, definitely stop in. She sells crystals and all that good witchy stuff. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
But this right here, I'm going to give a full live review. But before I get started, guys, first thing that I did when I opened up this book was notice the print. It's very clear to read. It's very legible. It's larger print. I don't know if you guys can see that. So it's like you're not pulling out we old up in here, y'all.
Exactly. Look at this.
Okay. We're old. So I don't have time to be holding a book like this. All right. So that's the first thing that I noticed. Second thing I noticed is I love the fact that he collabed with somebody to make this book. A lot of people, they're just like, I'm gonna write a book and it's my book and nobody else's book. What's up, Amy?
Hey, Amy.
And the third thing I noticed was the table of contents were very clear, very to the point. If I wanted to, jump to, documentation or cleansing rituals, I could go straight to that chapter. So a lot of the time when you get books, they're really large. They could be overwhelming. You're flipping through hundreds and hundreds of pages. As you can see, this is not an overwhelming book, guys. It's small, it's to the point, and it's really easy to follow. Okay. He's got a lot of chapters in here on how to choose a location, how to effectively communicate with a spirit, how to tap into your intuition, and how to open and close an investigation, which Sean, you have actually spoke on our podcast about recently, how to properly open and close an investigation. I don't care how many years you have done this. I do not care. Anybody who says I open and close every investigation flawlessly is a lie. Because I cannot tell you how many times we've accidentally, well, it's been a few, at least not a dozen, but a few times where we've been exhausted. We've left and we've been like, shit, we forgot to say bye. So, I mean, we got 12 hours under our belt of investigating or 8 hours or whatever. And we're excited and we got all this stuff. So, it is super important. He also made this super affordable. Okay. I think it had free shipping with Amazon Prime, guys. So yep. I want to say I paid $13.90. Was it $13.95 for it on Amazon?
15, I believe it is.
$15.99, free shipping, Amazon Prime. And then the other thing that I want to put in out there for you guys is he included some personal encounters that he had at several different locations. And I thought that was really cool to read, like, you know, oh, he went here, you know, he went to the Fairfield County Infirmary, he went to Wildwood, and he's got like his encounters and what happened and things like that. But this was the biggest thing. He gives, and I'm going to flip to it to show you guys. He gives an example on here of journaling. I'm going to try to find it. Journaling and an example. Here it is. An example investigation log sheet, guys. You guys can literally make a photocopy of this or something and then have it in your arsenal. He's giving you everything you need in one quick, easy, portable guide. This will go in your backpack, laptop case, in your gearbox. It's not taking up any room. And if you're ever on an investigation, you're like, shit, what should I do? You know, and you can just flip over and be like, oh yeah, page, you know, whatever. There's a log sheet. I need to, you know, put down where I'm at, when I started, what the EMF was, you know, my first impression upon arrival. But the collab came in with Mama Candy, where she actually provides spiritual cleansing rituals, including how to make like an at-home salt bowl or a salt cleanse. As well as, I want to say in here, here it is, a smudge blend. Okay. If burning is okay. She includes some like mists and things like that. So there's a lot of things, and the recipes. That's a lot of things that people don't just rightfully offer out to the public.
Yep.
Okay. And that leads me, you guys are probably wondering what this random QR code is up there. As much as I want to push, if you're in the Fredericksburg area, absolutely hit up Mama Candy. But if you're in our area or you can't make it out somewhere, that is the QR code to our store as well. Hill City After Dark, where you can also purchase spiritual cleansing and spiritual protection items. But I want to talk to you about this book. Okay. I have read it. What led you to write a book? Because this threw me, I'm not going to lie, it threw me for a loop. I saw your post and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
what
that
is he
guy
doing?
What the hell?
Yeah. No, seriously. What's up, Ronnie Anderson, Bedford Paranormal?
What's up, Ron?
Kim Brady, Spirit Led.
Okay.
Well, you know, I've been in the game for a while, since 2010. So I've learned a lot as well from people through my journeys here in the paranormal. So you see a lot of people writing books now and whatnot. So I figured I'd go a little different route and do like a journal or whatever that you can take with you while investigating, right? Where you can take notes and write things down in it as you investigate. Just a little different twist, you know. There are several books out there like that already. And as we all know, there is no right or wrong way to paranormal investigate, right?
True.
That's just a little guide that you can take, put in your backpack or whatnot. You know what I mean? If you're just learning, if you want to learn the paranormal, you're just getting into it. We thought that everything you would need to get going and move along in your path through the paranormal and spiritual would be in that book and would help you get started. Now, we all know as you get going, you start investigating and you start doing things, then you find things that work better for you as you go along your journey, right? Yep. The way we the way we work the DR60 and the way we work the public investigations, things like that, you know? But yeah, I just wanted to do something a little bit different. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not a novel. It's just a guide, like a guide to get you through some investigations and help you get started.
So what was did you have inspiration for this book? Did somebody sit you down and be like, John, you got to write it? Like,
no, not really. I mean, I just wanted to put my little twist on it. That was all. And Candy and I were talking about it and she added her twist to it and we just kind of put it together. You know what I mean? It took 6 or 7 months.
Okay. That's not bad.
Yeah.
6 or 7 months isn't bad.
We finally got it going. It's only, I think it's 57 pages. It's nothing huge. It's like 8 by 11. It's a small book. I am going to try to work on one or two other things book wise here in the future, but we'll see what happens there. But hey, I appreciate you guys buying the book and supporting me and FPRI. I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. We wouldn't have it any other way. But the one thing I do want to note, guys, for everybody that's in this podcast too, there is an entire page that John does, guys, where he is actually, and Sean was just preaching para-unity. I don't know how well you guys can see that on the screen, but he has a whole page where he's actually shouting out some of his favorite equipment makers, his favorite YouTube channels, websites, apps, and things like that, recommended resources, reading, and stuff like that. And some of them are local. So it is super important that we remain right here in our own backyard. There's teams across the US, guys, and there are teams that we collab with all up and down the East Coast. And I wouldn't have it any other way. But it is also super important that we help thy neighbor, right? So I do want to commend you for shouting out, people that are local. Like, you've got Booze Paranormal in here if you're looking for equipment purchases. Everybody knows you and Sean have met up a time or two in the parking lot, unbeknownst to each other.
Yes, we have.
So I think that that's super cool. And I like how you and Candy also incorporated apps together. Like I actually have the moon phase tracker app. So I think that's super cool because it's important to know what's going on. And stuff like that. So for teams that are just getting started, do you recommend that they just jump and buy this book and then it's going to tell them everything that they want to know in one book?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, it'd be a great guide to get started. A lot of new teams that joined into the paranormal field, the paranormal world like we did. It's a little different now than what it was when we started. You know what I mean? You got so many shows and whatnot, and people are just jumping into it.
I know it.
So there's no paranormal on TV anymore. So unless you go back and watch the old episodes, I mean, a lot of us got our inspiration from the old TV shows like Paranormal State and Ghost Hunters, I mean, that's what got me interested in it and going, besides living in a old farmhouse when I was a teenager, but I think it's a good start, and so many new teams are so quick to just mimic and copy things they see on TV and whatnot. I just think it'd be something good to read and maybe follow and at least try it, see if it works for you. Like I said, not everybody does everything the same way. Some things work better for others than me and you and whoever else, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I see where you even talked about negative and aggressive entities. Mm-hmm. The biggest thing I see, especially on a social media / content creator thing, are the demonic side of things. Mm-hmm. What is your light on that?
Very small amount is demonic. You know what I mean? In my opinion, you really got to dig and you really got to mess around and find out if you're dealing with that kind of stuff. And those kind of things don't really attach themselves to everybody. It's usually people who are having problems within themselves and weak and addictive and things like that. And then never invite it to, bother me instead of this person. Never invite anything bad like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the book idea was great. But the crazy part about the book to me, and I wouldn't even say crazy. I just think that the fact that you're willing to help people is great. I don't even want to say crazy. I want to say it's a great thing. That was a bad term. I think it's great because I think that, again, a lot of new teams that are reaching out. A lot of new teams have reached out to us for help. And I love that because there's a lot of new teams that are forming and just jump into it thinking they know everything and they don't. And it can be dangerous.
They think a lot of things are demonic too, and it really isn't.
That word is so overused.
Well, that comes from all the content. You know,
demonic and the word paracon are two of the most words I dislike the most.
Paracon?
Paracon, yeah.
There's got to be a different word. Paracon is so wore out.
Yeah. But you know, we've had
And
a
Portal.
lot of new teams reach out to us, and I almost take a lot of joy in the fact that they'll even reach out to us because I think that, and I have a new way to direct them now to the book, and I'll even use some of the stuff out of the book myself, and read it because you can never stop learning and growing. Like I said, people like you, Ryan Jones, y'all two are the reason why I use a recorder now, and I publicly say it. I use it a lot on our content, our social media. I stopped using a recorder for years.
Mm-hmm.
I used to use one all the time, and I stopped until I started watching you guys, and you can always learn from each other. But to see so many new guys come out and reach out and say, "Hey, I want to learn from you guys," I think is a beautiful thing. And then you put a whole guide out to help new teams that don't want to ask. Hopefully, they'll read the book and learn all they can. I mean, you basically put everything into words here.
Yeah,
And kept it real.
And kept it one.
That is the biggest thing. Like, there's literally a whole paragraph in here, guys, where he says, like, tools are just helpers. They're not proof at all. Correct. A spike, he says, actually, a spike on your EMF does not automatically mean there is a ghost. And like, I loved that. I love the fact that it's like kept 100 because unfortunately, a lot of people, and I want really badly to call some people out when, they're on live and stuff like that. When they're on live, they get up next to that K2 and the K2 starts going to red, right? You're like less than a foot away from your K2 on a active cellular device.
Yep.
That's why it's red. So, and as somebody who goes live on TikTok and utilizes a K2 a lot of the time in cemeteries, I actually test my equipment and how far back I need to be prior to even going live. And I don't move. I don't move because I don't have time to sit here and like fake a EMF spike. I actually want to know if the EMF is going to spike on its own. Like, I'm genuinely curious. But in the book, you actually say, like, just because the REM goes off doesn't mean there's a ghost. Just because the EMF goes off doesn't mean there's a ghost. Like, and then furthermore, he talks about dowsing rods. He's like, that is a tool you actually don't need because you need to be trained to use them. A breeze can set them off. A slight shake of the hands, like, you don't need them.
Correct. Yeah.
Phone apps are junk. He goes on to say, if it's full of ads and flashy pop-ups, can it?
Correct.
Like this guide right here, y'all, is 100. I've actually purchased some ghost books. Now, I have not purchased any ghost guides. That is the truth. I'm more of like a short story reader. So I've purchased like Ghosts of Virginia because they're short. They're like 2-page stories about haunted locations in Virginia. Namely because I'm curious and I want to go to them. I want to go to that like crazy bridge where there was supposedly, 100 suicides. But, this is probably one that I don't and will never regret purchasing because I'm reading it and I'm like, man, we are on the same page here. Like, we are so on the same page. People ask us about phone apps. Every live we do. Every live. And the one thing we say, if it requires your mic, if it requires you to be anything other than in airplane mode and there's a bunch of pop-ups, don't use it.
That's right.
Don't use it. It's fake. It's a novelty app.
Yep. It's the latest trend to make money is all it is.
Trying to tell you.
And I notice more and more people are making apps now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of teams are making them now.
Yeah, and I mean, that's cool and everything, but I wouldn't use them. You know what I mean? You know me, I'm old school. I go in there with a damn recorder and that's it. Sit in the dark. You know what I mean? And just EVP myself to death.
I mean, you and I investigated a couple times with just recorders. That was it. That's how we got our best evidence. I think we were at the hospital.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I love EVPs. You know what I mean? And all the other stuff plays into that. You know what I mean? Like if you get, you can throw out all the equipment you want. Doesn't mean you're going to get any results out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I think equipment's good Sean always says it. You always say it. It makes you turn your head in that direction. So, I mean, but really, is it proof that there's a ghost? No.
Not really.
No. I mean, did a fly land on your REM? I mean, that could have been a possibility.
If it's down the hall a little ways, it could be anything crawling by a mosquito.
Yeah.
A bug. It could be anything.
Exactly.
But gear's good to have. I have a lot of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we all do.
I have my favorite,
What is your favorite piece of equipment besides a recorder, John?
Oh man. Probably a spirit box. I've just bought another one. That hex box I just bought. I don't know how many I have now, probably 8 or 9 spirit boxes made by different people.
Okay.
Throughout, the United States and across the pond in the UK. I just like to buy them and sample them and see how they work.
UK is slaying the equipment right now. They really are.
Yeah, there's some good stuff out there, man. And, I love it. You just never know.
Yeah.
Like we were trying this past weekend in Belgrove, we were trying out the hex box. Because the one thing that sold me on that box is that box has reverb on it.
Stink bug landing on the REM pod.
Yeah.
I love reverb. Reverb is everything.
Yeah. And
some people like it and some people hate it.
I love it. I think it makes a difference. Reverb.
Like I was running Necro in a live one day and I actually got a lot of heat for having reverb on the Necro. Now I hear Necro better with reverb, but a lot of people in my live comments were like, can you please turn the reverb off? I cannot understand what it's saying. And I'm like, that's so weird. But the other thing with Spirit Box, I was just talking to you on the phone today. It's crazy how you're sitting there in the moment and you're catching a few things, but when you go to the camera playback, the amount of things that you miss is wild.
Yeah. Because it sounds different and you just flat out miss it. Yeah.
Right. And it's coming through so quickly,
Yep.
That's why I like the APF processor.
Yeah.
You can replay it.
Yeah, that's a nice device.
But I'm curious, what do you think of the hex box? Did you like it?
I really liked it.
I saw it advertised.
Nice, clear. It's loud. It's easy to function. You can see it well. I think it's top notch. You know what I mean? Way better than the S box. But still have somewhere or another. It's in the bottom of the case now.
Rhonda said she wants to try the Estes with the new Spirit Box.
Yes.
Speaking of Belgrove, really quick, and then we'll get back to something else you wrote in your book. Speaking of Belgrove, you guys, I just saw the post today, are the host team for a pretty major event coming up. When is that, and where can people get tickets? And what is it?
That is March 13th and 14th at Belgrove Plantation in King George, Virginia. It's a haunted nights paranormal event with the Race Chasers. You have to jump onto their website, Haunted Night Paranormal Events, to purchase tickets. The link is on the thing that I shared earlier today. There's still tickets available.
How much are tickets?
I don't know. I really don't know. $99. I don't know. I have to look.
He's just making up its price, just whatever.
I'm excited to be a part of it. This is like the fourth time I think we've investigated with them. 2 at Belgrove, 1 at Henricus Park. Maybe that's 3 times at Belgrove. I don't know. It's been 4 times though. They're fun to be around. They're fun guys.
Awesome. So March 13th and 14th, guys, if you want to hang out with the Wraith Chasers and FPRI, definitely get your tickets because they are going to fly out the door.
Thank you to Haunted Nights as well for allowing us to be there and help out.
That's awesome. Robert said he just came in to say hi and to tell Sean to dance way and stop lying.
What's up, Robert? We live, baby.
That's right. So you touched on your book, going back to the book. You touched a little bit and you said do not try to go into a location and cast something out that you don't understand.
Oh man.
Okay. I read a post today. What's up, Amy with Jinkies Paranormal?
Amen.
I read a post today where somebody went into a location and did an exorcism.
Huh?
I'm not going to call out any names, guys, because this is a pretty popular person. But I want the paranormal investigators in the comments, and you, John, if you are versed in this. And I brought this up because I'm hoping Alan or Ronnie are still in here. I was always under the impression that exorcisms can only be ordered by the Vatican and that you have to actually be trained and appointed by the Catholic Church and by like the higher ups in the Catholic Church and have trained at the Vatican, and that they really like don't do exorcisms anymore. It's got to be like
It's
a
got to be
serious.
some major stuff going on. That's the new world of paranormal right there. You know.
I saw this post. I was like, I'm gonna get John's opinion because, you know, in your book you say don't go into a location and try to cast something out. Now,
right.
What if okay? So Shayla, I went to Catholic school. All right, I went to Catholic school, 2nd grade. True story about Courtney, y'all. I had on a little pleated skirt and a little uniform.
Oh man.
Little body socks. I was under the same impression. Yeah. So Shayla's saying I'm correct. You have to like be appointed by the Catholic Church.
He's right.
Okay. Rhonda said I was under the same impression. Amy said same impression. All right. Shonda said tickets for Wraith Chasers is $135.23. $135.23. So yeah, I read this and I read it twice. And I guess I want to know what your thoughts are. In this particular instance, this person was, I guess, invited for a private residence.
Oh God.
And the thing about it is, we get a lot of calls for residentials. I'm very, very, very leery to take them, and there's multitude of reasons why. One is the liability itself. That's the number one. 2, I always ask people, like, what are your expectations out of this? Like, do you just want to find out if your house is haunted? Because I can come in and do that, or attempt to. I can't prove it, but I mean, I can try to tell you that maybe there's something here. But if you are looking for somebody to cleanse your house or rid your house of the spirits, I am not. That's not my thing. I don't do that. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think that's the new world of paranormal. Everybody just jumps into things without even thinking about what they're doing. You know what I mean? It's kind of silly. Everything that everybody said that where it's got to be appointed and whatnot, that's all true. And the yeah, that's all true. Sorry, something got my elbow here. But that's just the new world of paranormal. Everybody's dipping and diving. Were they live when they did this? Was this a live?
I'm pretty sure he was live, but I just saw the post. I didn't go and watch the live. But,
now, I can tell you
this said person goes live with everything he does.
We've done a lot of home investigations, a lot of businesses, and this and that. Like we just spoke to somebody recently about possibly doing something else downtown, Fredericksburg. Most of the time, people just want advice on what to do and what not to do. You know what I mean? And we help them along with that. Then, if it gets further into talks, then we agree to go and do this and do that. Then we ask them, what are you looking for? All those kind of things. But I can tell you, in the word portal, like we mentioned earlier, there are so many people that jump on that word.
God, yes.
Until I know some people that have told homeowners that they had a portal in their house and they were scared to death. There's no portal in there. Stop trying to make yourself look important. I mean, don't lie to these people.
Thank you.
Don't lie to them. They're scared to death. You got to think about it. They're so scared that they're calling us in to help them.
Yeah.
Right? And I always tell people, you contact us, and my big old butt shows up with long goatee and tattoos. Probably more scared after they see me than they were to start with.
I'm
But
in the same boat.
Sean puts out disclaimers at residentials like you are fully aware that there is a 6'2" black tatted up dude showing up to your door, right?
yeah.
Like I don't, you're asking me to come at night. Like,
people are so freaked out that they're to the point they're calling a complete stranger into their home or business to get answers.
yeah.
What we need to do on our side is not sit there and go, oh, there's a portal there. Oh, you start doing a seance or whatever the hell you want to do. I mean, come on already. There's steps to all this.
Speaking of seances, I'm seeing those pop up more and more at locations as well.
Yeah, seances.
Seances.
Yeah, some places do that. Yeah.
And I grew up thinking that a seance was a way to conjure something.
Yeah.
Everybody would sit around in a circle, link hands, and if you were trying to contact a specific dead entity or loved one, you would at that point summon the said spirit. Recently I watched on a live seance where they put a K2 in the middle of the table and they all talked to it and called it a seance.
Really?
And I was like, I am so lost right now. I'm not hip to the new age paranormal investigating.
Well, I thought a seance you were supposed to conjure a person, not
like
open a door and invite whatever wants to come through out.
Yeah, it's like supposed to be like a specific entity or loved one or whatever you're trying to
I'll tell you, man, we're all learning when we're doing this stuff. The last thing you want to do is something like that where you don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean? It just makes it worse. And
exactly, Shayla.
You got to remember these people are scared to death and they're calling you, and what you're telling them, they're going off of that. You know what I mean?
They believe you.
They believe you. You know what I mean? They don't know who to call. Every time somebody contacts us, I always ask them, how'd you find us? You know what I mean? Facebook, TikTok, Google. A lot of times now for us it's Google, because I guess we've been on there for a while now. We kind of pop up towards the top, yes. But things like that, like the person who contacted me recently, I think they seen one of my posts on Facebook and they asked me, have I been to such and such place? And I'm like, no, I'd like to go. And so we're at that point now where we're going to go have a talk and see where it leads. But you also know when we do this, when we have these talks and conversations with homeowners and businesses and even event locations, probably 60 or 70% of the time don't even amount to nothing. It's just a conversation.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And like you said, a lot of the time they're asking for advice. Recently, we were contacted, 3-4 days ago, and Sean literally was able to ease them just by a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, a lot of the time they just want reassurance that they're not cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah. I mean, I had somebody just last week hit me up with some photos from like a daycare. And there were some weird things that looked like they were in the photos and whatnot. And, one of them looked a little weird, but they were so zoomed in. You know how they zoom them in and go, oh, that's
pixelated.
Yeah. So, one of them looked kind of creepy, but just because it's creepy don't mean there's nothing there. You know
Were
what I mean?
they circled in red? Because if not, it's not real.
Not this time they wouldn't. But, things like that. I mean, I've helped people with book reports and all kinds of things over the years. It's crazy. You know what I mean?
The one thing that's hard, though, is when you have to break it to them that their photos they send you are not paranormal.
Especially with the doorbell cameras. Because we get a lot. And when you tell them it's a bug or something, no, it ain't. They get all defensive real quick. And I'm like,
oh, yeah.
What just happened to you recently?
I'm not trying to shit in your cornflakes, but it's a spider. It's a spider web flapping in the wind.
I've been seeing a lot of spider webs recently. But recently, the one that contacted us, they sent Sean a ring video. It was just an indoor ring camera. I mean, clear as day, the moth rolled up, continued to flap in front of the camera, and then flapped away. Man, it was like a 5-minute argument with you. Bless your heart.
Yeah,
they were angry. They don't want to hear that.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And I mean, how many years have I been doing this? And I want to see something walk down the street too. Like I had somebody send me one recently and said it was somebody walking down the street. It wasn't nothing. It was just a spider web. But they swerved down somebody walking up down the street. I'm like, no, it doesn't happen like that. I mean, I have a handful of pictures out of what 16, 17 years I've been doing this. I can show you and say, hey, this is something. Now I've been to some places where things happened and my camera was pointing the wrong way or somebody's butt was in the way and I didn't get it. Things like that. You know the old story. If you don't get it on video or audio, it's just a story. Is what they tell you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You know,
What's up, Grand Time?
The stuff at Grand Time. How you doing? The stuff we're talking about is very real, and it's stuff that if you're a new team, pay attention to because this is what you will encounter. The word portal is definitely overused. I know I'm going back to it, but it's funny. I was just having a conversation with Unique Paranormal about that. People say the word portal, they throw it out there like it's a whole magic hole that spirits can just walk through.
Like there's another room to the house.
Yeah. And the demon word and seances that I'm watching go on where people are putting K2s on table and opening doors hoping something walks through it. My thing is that's dangerous as hell. What if something does walk through it and it's not the thing you want it to be?
What are you gonna do then? Or ready for that?
Yeah, then what are you gonna do? Now you got a mess on your hand.
Yeah.
And then with these with the seance and then what if you do encounter a demon? You're gonna look dumb as hell on TikTok and you have a demon in front of you that you've been talking to this whole time and you're trying to battle it.
I mean the word portal sometimes is thrown out there just to get people excited about things and locations and whatnot. I've been to some locations where they said a portal was in there. I don't think there was. You know what I mean? I mean, how would I know? I've never seen a portal.
Yeah.
Well, who has? Who's seen one? So what does it look like?
What do we do is we set up some gear near it. We put a camera on it. Something is to walk through, we'll capture it. Hopefully, but.
Well, do you feel that somebody can go into a location and actually conjure something that was never even originally at the location that ends up staying at the location for the next investigators to come along and communicate with?
Oh, yeah. A lot of these locations, people take these stories and just conjure up, their little stories here and there. And, eventually after time, everybody keeps saying, oh, Tommy came in and died right here in the hallway. And that could happen for sure. Yeah.
No, I'm talking like an actual entity. Like, do you think that people can go in and like bring in like an outside entity that wasn't even original to that location or history?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, some of these locations, they tell you Ouija boards and this and that, but in whatever they're doing, but are they really?
Michael Brooks.
I mean, we went to Madison Seminary, right? The last time we went to Madison Seminary, I've been there twice. The second time we went, we were on the second floor on the newer side. Me and Tyler were there walking. I think Shayla and Ronnie was there with us on that one. And there was a whole glass room there. You know what I mean? Like one of those devil's toy boxes, they call it. It was like 8 foot by 6 foot. You know what I mean? And Jeff Fenton was in there talking about, oh, we built this for experiments. I'm like, how do you know what people are doing in there? They could be doing all kind of crazy stuff in there. It's called the Devil's Toy Box. Like I threw a recorder in there, and I can tell you, I got some mumbling of words. I got some scratching. Sound like chairs sliding across the floor and whatnot. Pretty wild.
Well, you got an EVP recently of walk drag.
Yeah.
So
I didn't go in there. I put the recorder in and gave it
slid it.
Yeah, and took a broom and pulled it back out. I wasn't going in there. I ain't scared of nothing, but I'm not going into a Devil's Toy Box. I've heard some things.
So you mean it's like a glass room or like mirrors?
Yes. So basically, in the room we were in, the closet door, if you opened it, because when we walked by that room, what caught my eye was there was a casket laying on the bed. I'm like, what the hell? And then we continued to walk, and I looked into the next room, and I see this little bump out right? And I'm like, what the hell is that? So we walk back and I open the closet door. I go, oh shit, it's a life-size devil's toy box. You
I've
know?
never heard of that.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty wild.
Wow. I'm gonna add that to my list of rabbit hole things to go down.
Yeah, I've never
You know,
heard of that.
there's no cameras in there in Madison Seminary, so who knows what these people are doing in there with that? You know what I mean? They built it for a reason, but they might use it for that reason, but other people are using it for other reasons.
Amy said, I watched a live where they quote unquote opened a portal. My question was, when they closed it, how do they know that something didn't get stuck in the location? Or did they even close it properly?
More than likely they didn't. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's a good one. Where was
Shayla
that?
said people are doing the nasty in the devil's toy box. Probably, Shayla. That's a conversation for another day. That's like a whole fetish. I found this out recently, y'all. It is a whole fetish to like do the nasty at haunted locations.
Oh God.
It's like a whole like fetish.
Don't say that too much.
Do what?
Where was that place at that she seen the portal? Where was that at?
Amy, where was it at?
My question is, what is a portal? That's my question. Like, by definition, everybody says.
Well, let's refer to John's guide over here because I think a portal is a doorway between this world and another. These spots often have lots of activity.
That's what they say. I've been to a couple locations that had portals, and we didn't get a lot of activity.
Love it.
One of them was Hinsdale House. Yeah. We set some cameras up and whatnot there. I didn't experience anything crazy.
These places that claim that there's a portal there, every one of them that said they had one, I never got anything.
Yeah. And then the bad part with that is when others say that, you tend to focus everything on that one spot.
On that, I was just about to say that you're right.
And then they forget about other things. Like when we go to a place, yeah, this is cool, such and such has been here, this and this happened. But you want to go in there with a clear mind. You want to go in there and try to get results, not just that Bobby tripped over the doorway and bumped his head. You want to you just need to attack the location you're going to attack it. Even myself, when I know I'm going to a place, I like to watch, some TV on it, YouTube videos on it, just to familiarize myself with the location. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean I'm going to go in there and do the exact same they did. You know what I mean?
Right.
Amy, are you collabing with another local team on Saturday? If so, I know where. And I'm going to say.
What state is it in?
Hey, Bob from Massachusetts. Welcome in.
Welcome, Bob. Thanks for joining us.
What part of Massachusetts, man? I lived in Taunton for 6 months.
We're not going to say, but I think it's the same.
Hey, Bob. I know, Bob.
Yeah, I like Massachusetts. I was telling Sean about Massachusetts. They got penny candy stores still up there.
I know Bob through Belle Grove. I met Bob through Belle Grove.
All right.
But yeah, John, I can't say enough good about the book.
Okay.
The book was book is awesome, by the way, and kudos to you for continuing to be a leader in the field.
I appreciate it.
I most certainly have learned things from you, and I think everyone else can as well.
Yeah, it's a fun field, man. I love it.
It can be a great field. It depends on how people decide to move in the field. I think that we have a lot of growing to do in this field.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take people with experience like yourself to be leaders in the field, continue to be leaders in the field. The people who that biggest thing is people in the field need to lead and not try to what's the word I'm looking for? Chase fame or start. Yeah. First of all, you can't be famous in the paranormal field, in my opinion.
Who can't?
You're not famous in the paranormal field.
You don't make no money in this field. Trust me.
I'm just kidding. Yeah. Absolutely not. You're going to spend way more in this field than you ever will make.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going about this to be famous and have 1 million likes on YouTube, or whatever, you're going about it the wrong reason, the wrong way. My theory has always been, do your thing. You know what I mean? If you do good things will happen. You know what I mean?
Amen.
Yeah.
And everything we've done over the years is word of mouth and just being in front of people. You know, you meet people and it opens up doors over here and over there, and then it's up to you whether you want to do something with that opening. You know what I mean?
That's right, Shayla. Infamous. That's right. But guys, before we wrap it up, I want to wrap it up on and have John tell one of my favorite stories that he wrote in this book. And there is a reason. I'm going to have him summarize it. You guys are going to have to buy the book to hear the full story. But he did an investigation alongside RVA at the Fairfield County Infirmary. And when he first started out this story, I was like, oh shit, there's voices in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
John, tell us a little bit about what happened at the Fairfield County Infirmary, because I loved how that ended. You got me.
Yep. So we were third floor. You know, we're doing EVPs. You know, if you're with me, you're going to be doing some EVPs. So we did an EVP and we're like, holy shit, we got a voice. It was pretty clear. You know what I mean? So we walked down the hall, did it again, and the voices were getting clearer and clearer. And then, you know, we're working our way down, and then we hear it. I'm like, there's no way that the EVPs are coming through this clearly. We're hearing clear voices, right? So then we end up going outside. Come to find out, somebody's out there draining down the the fire hydrant at like 2 a.m. So we sneak out there, trying to sneak up on them, and they're like, "Oh, what are you guys doing? Paranormal investigating?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "What the hell are you doing out here at 2 o'clock in the morning, draining the fire hydrant down?" But anyway.
So in conclusion, guys, not everything is paranormal.
Not everything is paranormal. Just because you hear a voice, if it's too clear, you got to think about it. Is it, what is it? I mean, how many super clear EVPs have you got? Right? Last
Nope.
I mean,
Exactly.
you get them. I mean, I have some, but just because something happens doesn't mean it's paranormal.
Exactly. So, John, tell everybody, especially if they're just tuning in, where can everybody find your book?
Okay, so you can get the book off of Amazon, right? Or if you're in the Fredericksburg area, and this is a bad plug because I forgot the damn name of the store, but there's a store in Fredericksburg now off of Plank Road, if you're in the Fredericksburg area, that has some of the books, and they're selling them out of their store.
And is Peaceful Easy Healing also selling them out of her store?
Correct. Yes.
And you will also be vending at several events and have them. Where's your first vendor event this year?
All right, let's see here. We're going to be at EnigmaCon, April 18th at St. Albans Sanitarium. We're going to be at the Creep It Real Festival.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, we're going to be at the Sage Paracon USA. We're going to be at the Cabin Con in Mechanicsville, Virginia, the Cabin on 360. What else? Am I missing one? Oh, I should have wrote them down.
You should have. But you said the most important one.
Huh?
You said the most important one to me, guys. June 20th, Creep It Real Festival, Evansburg, Pennsylvania, at the old Cambria County Old Stone Jail. That is going to be hosted by the lovely owners of the Doss House and yours truly.
You're gonna like that place, John.
That place is wild.
I can't
wait
to get there. That place is on my list.
Oh man, John.
Yeah, if you guys missed my live when we investigated it last weekend, you missed out, man. I did a solo in Death Row. It was wild. But Ronnie said, John, after 5 years, change the effing smoke detector battery.
Ronnie did change it, man. I don't know what the hell's wrong with it.
Ronnie, I'm going to tell you right now, all of his batteries are tied up in his equipment, man. Battlefield Bash.
We might be at the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash too. Waiting to hear.
We might be as well. That's up in the air right now.
But
why are we yelling?
Thanks for talking about the book and everything. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully,
absolutely.
The guide, as you see, there's some spaces in the book where you can write some notes and whatnot.
Yes, guys. Again, blank journal log, and she's got some stuff on here for, you know, your favorite cleansing herbs and rituals. She's got, I mean, there's blank pages. It's awesome. It's an awesome book. Guys, buy it. If nothing else, okay, buy it and support your local paranormal team. Paraunity, #Paraunity, guys.
Oh yeah, we'll have some this on the 13th to 14th of Bell Grove with the Ray Chasers as well.
Okay. And it'll make a great gift. Do you know a new team that's just starting out? Buy them a gift. They'll appreciate it.
It'd be a great gift.
Yeah. So,
You guys
John,
are all
thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. I know it was last minute. You're awesome. We love everybody with FPRI.
We do.
Hopefully, we're still on the Cool Kids travel team for 2026.
Oh yeah.
That's where all the cool kids are.
John, you ain't kicked us off yet, have you?
We're still lining things up. I got some things I haven't even talked about yet that I'm gonna talk about here soon, where we're gonna
Awesome.
dig
Awesome.
I mean,
Awesome.
I work
Keep
and
us-
think about ghosts. That's all I do.
Yeah, look. That's what we reenact, work, and hunt ghosts.
That's all I think about.
Yeah.
My grandkids. I got 3 grandkids now.
3.
Yep. Just had 2 more grandkids born within the last month.
Great day. Old man.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
All right. Well, where can everybody find your socials and give you a follow?
All right. You hit my at FPRI team on Facebook. If you hit that, all my socials will be right there on my Facebook page. TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff. We even have a YouTube channel for 10 years. I have 1 video on there.
Hey, look, you're on our level. I think I might have 7.
I was on the YouTube thing there about 10, 11 years ago. Then I was like, you know what? Everybody else is doing it, and I'm not trying to be like everybody else. So
That's where we're at with it. That is really where I'm at with it.
there's a lot of work involved in that. I mean, I work 10, 11 hours a day as it is on my regular job.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, guys, again, thanks everybody for tuning in. Hop on over to the freaking awesome paranormal show on the Riff Nation Network. John, thank you so much for joining us. Give FPRI a follow if you don't already. Until next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my name is Courtney.
I'm Sean.
And we'll see you on the other side.